So today's program is Cynthia King. She's our Upshur County Librarian. She's going to talk to us about the summer programs at the library and some other stuff going on.
All right, great.
Thank you for having me once again. I think the last time I was here was, okay.
Password's wrong. What's wrong? You got locked me, didn't you?
Okay. I have a couple of things that I want to go over with everybody. The first thing I want to go over is the library's catalog and some ways to use it. If you haven't been using the library's website or seen it lately, this is what our new website looks like. And scrolling across, it has all of the books that have been recently purchased. Just information about the library. Keep scrolling down. It's got what's hot, most popular, and then on the left side it has databases and other things that you can log into. Hoopla and Overdrive are the first ones that show up on our databases, and these are programs that you can get into, or apps that you can get into, where you can check out audiobooks, ebooks, comic books, movies, TV series, lots of things. Overdrive, we're part of a consortium, and it goes from east of Dallas to Louisiana, and from Oklahoma down to like Nacogdoches. On this one, if you're looking for something new, like really new that's just released, you're probably going to be on a waiting list. The consortium, we have about 40,000 items in the collection. On Hoopla is a different one. Hoopla, they have over 300,000 items, and it's immediate checkout. No waiting for anything. Just going to click on them real quick. Oh, let me log into my library account real quick. Okay. You can download these apps directly to your computers or your phones, whatever you want to use. But you can also get to them directly from the library's website. Log into Overdrive. You'll have to set an account the first time, and it does the same as Overdrive. You'll have to set up an account. Okay? So I just wanted to make you aware of what our catalog looks like. Okay, next thing I want to talk to you is about our summer reading program. Everybody has a copy of the calendar. As I'm sure y'all are aware, the summer reading program is the biggest contribution that libraries make to their area, to their county, whatever their surplus population is. Okay, so we try to keep the kids really busy, keep them interested in what's going on at the library, and we're trying to instill in them the habit of reading. Okay, some people feel like, they get a little incentive and that's like bribing them. We're not trying to bribe them. We're trying to instill the habit to read. Okay, and one of the flyers that I gave you is what happens when children stop reading in the summertime. And it costs $1,500 in loss from children not reading during the summertime because they have to reteach them things from the previous year. So there's just some information on that. And what I thought was interesting on the background is a statistical thing from Scholastic, and it tends to be that lower income families use libraries more than high-income families. And I don't know if it's the younger kids don't have, or the lower income people don't have, electronics, or, but I thought that was an interesting statistic. Talks about the summer slide, how much kids lose over the summertime. So that's just a little tidbit. Our summer calendar, we start actually tomorrow on the 5th. We've already started signing up people for the summer reading program. We already have over 100 children signed up, and by the end of our program, we'll end up having over 500 children sign up. We started, when I first started here, we started a teen program, and first year we had about 50, and now we're up to like 150. So far, we just started sign up on the 30th. We've already got 50 teens signed up for the program. Something new that started when I started for the library, we started an adult summer reading program. And there's a page in there for it's the adult summer reading program. And the first 2 years we had it, we did a bingo for those of you who participated. Then that sort of got boring. The next 2 years we did tic-tac-toe. That sort of got boring. So now we're doing where for every 3 books that you read, you get entered into a drawing for 6 different prizes. And you can see those listed. There's a sewing machine quilter, a Brother Serger, a Yeti cooler, a Silhouette Cameo 3, and 2 Kindle Fire HD that are 10 inches. So just some interesting prizes. We've already had about 35 adults sign up. So we have people that are really interested in what's going on. Another thing I would like to ask is, it's called Smile Amazon. And it's just like regular Amazon. It's them, except you're going to log in with smile.amazon.com. It'll pull up like it always does. But in this, you get to choose an organization that when you make a purchase, we get 0.5% of what you purchase. And they've already donated through this program like $134 million to different organizations. So the Friends of the Library just got set up on this, so I'd appreciate if you use it. Every little bit we get helps. Our summer reading programs, we have cut 2 years off of, 2 weeks off of the program because of expenses. Entertainers' prices have gone up. They charge us mileage. So we've cut 2 weeks off the program in July. But this year, the program is going to cost us about, the Friends of the Library, it's going to be about $7,500. And so we send out letters to the community asking for donations. And we appreciate everybody that has given to us. As of today, we've already raised over $5,000. So we really appreciate everything that everybody gives. They really make this program possible for the library. Any questions? Yes, sir?
Do you accept donations of books?
Yes, we do. We take donations of hardback books.
No.
Any donations that we receive, we try to add them to our collection if it's something that we don't have. If it's something we do have, then the items go in the book sale. And the book sale is in the foyer of the library when you first walk in, and all the proceeds from that goes to the Friends of Upshur County Library.
I'm looking at this, I guess it's financial or...
Oh, it's our statistics. Yes, sir.
That number down there where it says member amount saved,
Yes.
what is that?
That is the amount that whoever uses the library, that is how much money collectively they have all saved. Over $500,000. The county gives us about, I think it's like $192,000 to run the library. And this is just how much patrons save. I know we've got some very dedicated patrons, and a couple of them have saved over $5,000 by checking out of the library instead of purchasing it themselves.
still don't quite understand how you come up with 500.
The way we come up with this number is the price of the item. Say it's a book, it's $40.
Okay.
So if you check it out from the library, you're saving that $40, the patron is.
Instead of having to purchase it,
Yes,
you
sir.
save $40.
Yeah, he's saving $40 by checking it out from the library. Does that make sense?
How many members do you have?
Right now, we have about 5,700 members. And children from 3 years of age up to, there's no limit on the age. And this is our statistics. Each year, I have an annual report that I have to do for the Texas State Library, and these are some of the statistics that I use. And we have to keep track of it. We keep daily track of everything.
So what percent of the 5,000 members are active?
Active, I'd say about 3/4. Yeah, after 3 years, you haven't used your account, then it's deleted from our database. Yes, sir?
Did you say you only took donations of hardback books?
Yes, that tends to be what sells if we can't use it.
Do you have any statistics or numbers about the number of people within the city limits and the people within the counties?
No, I don't. I could break it down like that, but the state doesn't require it because we cover the entire county, not just Gilmer. Would you like those numbers?
If you had them,
Okay,
but you don't have them.
I can figure it out for you.
Probably use zip code.
Yes, sir. I know because commissioners have asked before. I've broken it down by each city and countywide. Yes, ma'am?
Do you still recycle the really large printer cartridges?
Yes, if you want to bring your empty ink cartridges, yes, we do recycle them.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am?
What about the technology that y'all have in the library? How many computers do you have there?
We have 20 computers that the patrons can use. Some of them are newer with, Windows 10 and Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, things like that.
Is it free to use them?
Yes, it's free to use the computers. We just ask that you be a patron of the library. We do have, if you look at our statistics, we do have quite a good count of people that are just passing through that know that libraries have computers, and they'll just stop and say, hey, I need to print something, or I want to check my emails. So we do have a lot of traffic like that of people just stopping because they know libraries have computers. And this dollar amount saved, that is just for the actual physical books that they check out from the library. I know how many ebooks are checked out, how many e-audio books, anything I just don't have any numbers. So it's probably more than $600,000 that the library saves the community by offering the books that we have. Yes, sir?
Excuse me, on your story time Thursdays,
Mhm.
is that made up of like volunteer?
No, we have a children's librarian. Her name is Debbie White. She's been here for 12 years now. And she does the story time every Thursday at 10 and 4:15. And any age can come. Usually in the morning it's the little ones, and then the afternoons when everybody gets out of school, that's when we have the older ones. And then if for those of y'all, I'm sure y'all followed stuff in the newspaper and everything, but we have our family place, and it's a glassed enclosed area, and we did our family place training, and last year's August or September we got our certification from them, and so we are a certified family place library.
What does that mean?
It's an early literacy area for children to come and play and to read with their parents. And we've got good statistics on how often it's used. We also have family place workshops where we bring like a speech therapist, different kind of, like a pediatrician, like the poison control comes and does and it's not a presentation, they just talk to the parents as the parents are playing with their kids. Like if they have a question, so they talk to the experts. So it's not a formal presentation, just easy going.
How many employees do you have now?
I have 4. Well, no, there's 4 including me. Yeah, we're very understaffed, as a lot of people are. The state requires that we should have 8 employees and at least 2 of them with a master's degree, and I'm the only one with the master's.
Are we getting current support from the current commissioners?
Some of them. The judge, very much. The previous judge, very much. Some still feel that the library is an irrelevant brick and mortar building that's not a necessity anymore, and that's far from the truth. Any libraries.
I see volunteer hours. How many people are on your volunteer list?
Right now, we have 6 volunteers, and children 14 and above can volunteer. And we have 4 children volunteer right now, and we have 2 adult volunteers. And they're pretty loyal. They come daily or weekly on their day and time. And it really helps out the staff a lot, because they usually work the circulation desk, and that leaves the library staff to be able to do other things.
What do you see the impact of the internet, information, highway, and so forth, as far as that impacting the library, like it's doing so many other businesses and so forth?
Well, actually, I think it's helped ours. People don't realize that there's people that live out in the county, and if they could afford it or not, they don't get internet. One of our library advisory board members, she lives out on the edge of the county, and she has the Wi-Fi that you get like from the satellite, I can't think what you call it now, and it's very slow. So, and she actually volunteers at the library, and she comes in and downloads all the updates on her phone, her computers, checks her email and stuff, just because she gets better service at the library. And people don't realize that everybody doesn't have instant access to the internet. And people may have a computer at home, but they don't have access to the internet. And then there's people that don't have a computer. We've got patrons that come in every morning. We know who they are. They're coming to check their emails because they don't have a computer at home and they don't have the internet. And, a lot of people, it's an everyday thing, but to some people it's a luxury.
And it's very expensive.
Yes, it can be. Yes, sir?
I assume people come in, if they're looking and reading and they're printing. Do you charge for printing?
Yes, printing, the Friends of the Library own the printer, and it's 25 cents a page for black and white, and 75 cents for color. And the funds from this go to support programs that the Friends do for the library. Yeah, everything that's brought in goes to funding for the library.
Are you part of the statewide consortium of libraries that does interlibrary loans?
Yes, sir, we do. We are part of that, but I found out that I can pretty much buy the book myself as for what it costs to ship it. There is, the state of Texas, their library has a program where you can pay $6,000 a year, and a courier will come to your library every day and pick up your interlibrary loans and take them and disperse them. And for $6,000, and for the books that are requested, from patrons, I can buy more books than for the $6,000. Yes, sir?
What are the days of the week and hours that the library is open for the public?
Okay, we're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. We're open 50 hours a week.
And nothing on the weekends and holidays.
No, sir. Not the, 2 librarians ago, they used to be open on Saturday, and the librarian at that time determined it wasn't worth it. They'd have like 1 person come in on Saturday. So, I don't know, Gilmer tends to be, at 6 o'clock, shuts down. In our business, by 6 o'clock, it's shut down too, so. People have, I guess, got in the routine of that.
Yeah, so you talk about some summer activities, I guess, are different because we're trying to get kids to have summer fun.
Yes, trying to, get them out, do things, get them, interested in coming to the library.
But that's still within these same hours.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Yeah, nothing's done out of our hours. Mhm. Yeah, every Monday, we have moving popcorn for the little kids. It's a, age-appropriate movie on Tuesday. Morris Garman is our teen specialist. He does a program for the teens that are 12 to 18 on Wednesday. Debbie White, our children's librarian, does a program, and it's age-appropriate for anybody. So we have teenagers coming to that as well. We have adults just come, and they don't even have any kids. They just come because they like to use the library, and we do some interesting things. Thursday, we have our story time, which we do that all year round at 10 and 4:15. And then on Friday, Morris has a movie for his age group. A movie and a popcorn. So we're busy every day.
Do you give this program to the county each year prior to your budgeting? Or?
No, the county does not pay for any of this. This is from the Friends, and they budget for this.
The $190,000.
Yeah, no, the county, that's just to run the library for books, salaries, office supplies, things like that.
When I was on the Economic Development Board for the county, we worked with the library quite a bit, and one of our board members was a county commissioner.
Okay.
And I'll never forget, he said that if someone in Upshur County needs a book, they could just go to Longview and check it out.
I believe it. I believe it. Yeah. Well, yeah, but people don't, I'm fortunate, I live between Gilmer and Longview. So I personally have a membership at Longview as well. But people that don't live in my situation or don't have transportation, they don't think very far ahead. It's frustrating. Any more questions?
One more quick.
Yes, sir?
Sometimes I see on the computer that a new book has come out, and I think, well, the library wouldn't have that book. So if I come up there, do you cycle some books through that I can pick up later, or subscribe to something to get a book, or?
Yes, sir. You can actually go onto the library's website or give us a call, and we can reserve a book for you. And if it's on the shelf, we'll pull it and let you know it's ready to pick up. If it's a book that's checked out, then you're put in line behind anybody who may have it on reserve. And something new we've added to our catalog is any books coming out in the next 10 to 12 months is in our catalog. And it'll show that it's on order, and it shows when the release date is. And what you do, you just log into your library account, reserve it, and then I can look at a list and say, all these books are coming out, and there's already, 50 holds on them. And they're not even published yet.
Thank you very much. Lots of activity in the library area for, I guess, all ages. Thanks very much. Any other?